Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-October 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the next few weeks, the remainder of October. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message for a future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, the last few weeks or month. We have the card Discernment. And in short, this is about being a product of your environment. You see this lady has surrounded herself with beautiful flowers and greenery, absorbing that kind of beauty, that kind of energy. So it's kind of, again, being a product of your environment, taking on your surroundings here, Capricorn. So let's take a look and see what messages we've got. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very healing, nurturing, supportive card. If you look at this card, the cup on this card doesn't even really look like a cup. It's more like a trophy. I always tell people, you are the trophy, and this card is about polishing the trophy. So healing you, taking care of you. So I like to see this. I feel like you have carved out some you time these last few weeks. Potentially you've done some healing. But it seems like self-love is playing in to some extent there. The next card that we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is new information. This is new ideas. This is new clarity. There's a nice sense of mental clarity specifically that comes with the Ace of Swords. So again, this is kind of just lockstep with that healing, with that self-love, providing yourself that additional clarity. At the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is one of those really good cards we love to see anywhere in the reading. It's a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. This healing, this mindset, this clarity is setting you up to be able to create whatever you want. It's providing you in a much more abundant position. So really, really wonderful to see. In general, I like the spread of these last few weeks. Let's take a look at our clarifiers and see what other information we have. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of being very fast-paced. It's making changes. You see how quickly this horse and rider are moving here, Capricorn. But specifically, this is like lifestyle change. So it makes sense. Again, you've done some sort of self-love. You've done some sort of healing. You've made some sort of lifestyle change for yourself these last few weeks, and it looks really good. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has a couple of different meanings and very wildly different meanings. So first off, we have this person. I wouldn't call it grumpy face, but this can be like a card of apathy or lack of fulfillment. This could have been what triggered, though, this healing, this nurturing, this self-love, because we wanted to get our feelings correct. Again, that Ace of Swords was coming in as mental health, mental clarity, again, kind of getting our feelings right, doing necessary healing. The next part of this card is this fourth cup up in the corner, and this is like a surprise gift. So I feel like getting this clarity and then being able to know what change we needed to make or why we're not feeling well was a gift in itself here. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. Again, I feel like we were just kind of in the low place. We could have been having bad dreams, anxiety, grief, depression. Moving to this much more positive, much more abundant, much better position for us. So really like the last few weeks for you. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the remainder of October. We have the card Repetition as our summary affirmation card. So we need to continue the energy that we've had these last few weeks. So repetition is doing more of the same. Again, we are really thriving here. So we need to be doing more of the same going into these next few weeks. Let's take a look at our cards here though. So first up we have the Seven of the Cups. Seven of Cups. So this is typically a very busy card. When you look at this card, you see there's something different in each one of our cups. So it just indicates a lot of different things going on. The Seven of Cups can also be a card of kind of being hard to commit. So I'm not saying maintaining these gains is going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be hard either, but it takes effort, right? And it's easy to get derailed from things. Like, I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but just for example, perhaps you've been eating really well and all of a sudden your friend invites you out to eat. It's easy to go and eat whatever versus continuing to eat well, you know? So we have to stay committed to this kind of better living that we have going on from the last few weeks. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card being very reliable, being very patient. Again, that kind of reliability, that staying consistent. So we need to do more of the same that we've been doing these last few weeks. The nice thing about the Knight of Pentacles though, this is like hard work paying off. So if you put in the effort, you're going to get the results undeniably with the Knight of Pentacles. At the bottom here, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. You are going to continue to find more balance. You're going to continue to find more harmony. Even when you think you couldn't be more balanced, there couldn't be more harmony, it happens. So love, love, love the Temperance card. This is also a card of like moderation and self-control. Kind of going back to the eating out example, right? More of the same is surely the message here. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is typically a love card. This is partnership, romantic love, proposal, marriage. Anytime we have two of something on a card though, it can be an indicator of a decision. So in this case I feel like will be a series of decisions, right? It's hard to commit because what we're trying to do isn't the easiest, but we need to do more of the same. We need to stay consistent. We need the repetition. So there will be lots of opportunities where we have to make the decision to stay consistent, to stay on track, to repeat more of the same. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is another one that has a lot of meanings. Rest, retreat, renew, recover. I want to focus in on the recovery though, and this is kind of an odd thing to say. Hopefully not to be taken out of context, but recovery is possible. And we're recovering whatever this is. You know, maybe it's our mental health, maybe it's our physical health, maybe it's our finances. Maybe we've gotten ourselves into a bad habit and we're recovering from that bad habit. So this patience, this persistence, this hard work, we'll be able to recover from whatever this is that we are healing, whatever this habit is we're forming. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, again, we were talking, there were some low feelings. We maybe weren't in the best headspace. We weren't in the best place. So it's wonderful to see such a strong card like Temperance bringing balance and harmony underneath a card where we have acknowledged that we've had some tough feelings. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is our money column. So a quick money message to kick us off here. Select an amount of money to count daily. The amount isn't important. As you count, visualize the amount you wish you had to manifest and how you will treat yourself with the money in the future. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So first up, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is kind of like a heartbreak card. Again, it's a card of low feelings. I feel like you're not loving work right now. There's something that seems to be bothering you. Overall, just not enjoying it. We're going to take a closer look at that. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, this can be like kind of gossipy drama. So there could be like the rumor mill swirling or you having conflicts with somebody else. Again, there's like gossip, drama, conflict kind of going on. The Page of Swords, though, is also finding out information. So I do anticipate that you'll be getting some information, Capricorn, that kind of changes your perspective on work and makes you dislike it a little less. At the bottom here, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal. It's a card of hope. So again, I feel like our energies are going to renew around work. Are you going to fully love it? Maybe not, but you at least won't be feeling Three of Swords type energy towards it. The Star card can also be being like in the spotlight, receiving recognition. That's what this big star is at the top. Maybe you haven't seen, heard, or felt, or recognized. So that in itself could be the course correction as they acknowledge and appreciate the hard work that you've been doing. But let's take a look now at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. It's upheaval, it's disgrace, it's something we didn't anticipate, it's something of course we don't typically like. The nice thing with the Tower card though, the Tower card is a card, even if it again doesn't feel great, isn't what we wanted, it's a course correction card, so it puts us on the right path. Unfortunately, I think in this moment you're still in the position where it just wasn't what you wanted, right? But we're getting to the point where we're going to see the course correction and see why the Tower happened, why it took us to where it did. So low feelings there. Again, there was some sort of unwanted change. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. This is an interesting message, but I feel like as you hear gossip, drama, rumors, you kind of just like have to have a blindfold on and be like, I don't see it, I don't hear it, don't engage is kind of the message I'm getting for you there. Kind of isolate, keep out of that business. At the bottom, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, this is like multitasking, and more specifically, I feel like I see you taking on new, different tasks. So there's a shift coming for you. Hang in there for it. Again, are you going to go from hating a job to loving it? Maybe not, but I do feel like this situation will improve. Okay, now let's take a look, Capricorn, at our next column, which is anything related to love. So a quick love message for you. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First up, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. When I see this card, it's like a card of freedom. I feel like you are free to take whatever action you want here, Capricorn. You can take this any direction. That's what I'm hearing so far. You have lots of options. You have lots of opportunities. Again, you can ride off in any direction and make it what you want it to be. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. That's the literal meaning of this card. It's also a very good health card, so if you haven't been feeling very good lately, if you're like me and have a terrible cold going into cold season, this is a good sign for you. So I see better health, but again, this is wishes coming true. And again, you can ride off in any direction, and it's the freedom to make it what you want it to be. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, this is the courage to ride off. So again, no matter what direction you go in, it's going to lead to these wishes, but it's about the courage of actually riding off, making the move. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Strength card. With the Lion on the card, this is absolutely a courage card. So again, you can go in any direction you want, Capricorn, but it's the courage to actually start to go in one of those directions. The next card we have is the Empress. We love the Empress, especially in the love column though. This is a card of creation. You have the ability to create anything you want. You have the Nine of Cups saying wishes will come true. So a really wonderful card. This is also a good pregnancy and fertility card, so if you're trying to grow your family, that's definitely a good one for you, Capricorn. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So again, whatever your wish, your dream is, you just have to have the courage to start in motion here. Okay, let's look at our fifth and final column now, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have a summary affirmation card of expectation. I love when this card comes up because it's like the next few weeks will be better than you expected. So let's see what messages we've got here. All right, so first up we have the Four of Pentacles. These are our desires. These are the things that we want. The next card that we have is the Five of Swords. I should preface, I do feel like this is relationship, so continuing on with what we were just talking about. This is like a not good relationship we've had in the past. So it's interesting, we are a product of our environment. So all the situations we've been through, all the relationships we've had, all of these impact who we are, but it's also given you a better understanding of what you want. And here is this new relationship. Here's this new love. Again, Ace of Cups, new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. The thing that you want is right here. So these things, although they might not have been great, have shaped us to give us a clear picture of what we want. And it's like what you want is right here knocking on the door, which is awesome to see, Capricorn. The first clarifier we have is the Seven of Pentacles. This is like a card of patience, waiting, delayed success. It's taken us time to get to this point. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. This can be a little bit non-committal. Again, we have some past, there's some history here that makes us a little hesitant, but that will live in your court. Again, I do think this relationship is exceeding expectations, which is wonderful to see. Then we have the King of Swords. This is very strategic, very intentional. Again, you're very clear on what you want at this point, and that relationship seems to be knocking on the door. So, love that for you, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the Ace of Hearts. This is the number 11 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 8 of Hearts, the number 36 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 6 of Clubs. This is number 43 card. That's going to be a no. So 3 no's across the board there for you, Capricorn. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of October. You have Fire Opal this month, which is good for passion, spontaneous. It's like the firework crystal, very cheerful, very creative, very passionate. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Note deck. Your Healing Note says, get over your hill and see what you find there with grace in your heart and flower in your hairs. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your October.